All right, so we agree with this one. Do we agree with this second sentence? 4x minus 6x equals negative 2x. Do you agree with that? Yeah, for sure. Thanks for chatting. So 4x minus 6x will give you negative 2x's. Cool. So since we agree with these two things, right? Definitely, yes, Ashley, good idea. The x is just like the radical. As long as the radical is the same, we can add and subtract just like normal, right? So we can this is called combining like terms, right? This is also combining like terms. We just have to we have to know that the square root of 3 and the square root of 3, then we would add 4 and 6, make 10 square root 3, right? 10 square root 3. So these things are, as long as the radical is the same, that would mean that the numbers can be added. Same with subtraction. So as long as we have the same radical here, right, then that means that we can do normal subtraction with the coefficient. Right? So the first thing we have to do is decide, we have to simplify, right? We have to see if this is going to be the same as this. Right now, 45 and 5 are not the same. However, I can quickly break these down. How could I break down 45? Someone help me real fast. What number is multiplied to get 45?
9 and 5.
9 and 5. Yeah, thanks, Ashley. 9 and 5. And we know that 9 is 3 and 3. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and bring this 2 straight down, as well as this group of 3 comes here. And then I have a 5 left over on the inside. So here I can see that I have 2 times 3 is 6, square root 5. I'm going to bring down this portion here because 5 cannot be simplified. So negative 2 root 5. And I have 6 root 5 minus 2 root 5. So since they have the same radical, they are like termed. So I would have 6 minus 2 would be 4 square root 5. That's my answer. This is the simplified version of this up here. Simplified version. This is our most basic type of problem. Go ahead and write down number 2. We'll get started in just a moment. Feel free to start breaking down any that you can. Feel free to start breaking those down. All right, so I can break down 12 with 3 and 4. And then I can break down 4 into 2 and 2. 3 cannot be broken down. So I am gonna bring it down. And then 20 could be broken into 5 and 4, and 4 could be broken into 2 and 2. So when I'm simplifying the first one, the negative 3 is coming straight down. I have a group of 2s. They're coming to the outside. And I have a 3 left over. And stay on the inside there. So I would have negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, square root 3. This one here, we have 3 root 3 is going to come straight down. because there is nothing that I can simplify out of that. Hi, Brittany. We're just getting started on notes. And then for this one here, I have my 3 is coming down. I have a group of 2s coming to the outside, and I have a 5 left over, staying on the inside, like that. So I would combine these, and I would say I have positive 6 square root 5, like so. All right. These first 2, right, are like terms because they have square root of 3 and square root of 3, right? So we are going to be able to combine these 2 together. However, we cannot combine this third one because this is not a square root 3. It has to be the same radical, right? Same radicand inside here. So we can combine these 2. Negative 6 plus 3 would be negative 3 root 3. So the radical stays the same. The coefficients change. So negative 6 plus 3. And then this one is just going to go at the end, 6 square root 3, like that. This would be our final answer. We can't combine them anymore. It's basically the same as saying I have like negative 3x plus 6y. There's nothing else I can combine them together because they're not like terms. So I would just write that as my answer, right? So this one, this is as simple as we can get because they're not like terms. Okay. Give me some feedback here. How are we feeling based on these first 2 examples? How are we feeling? All right. If you are a 3, I would love to hear any questions that you have or things that you're still thinking about. If you're a 4 or 5, I'd love to hear your questions as well. How can we make this more clear for you? How can we make it more clear? All right. All right. Some people said that it'd be good to see a new example. I'm going to go ahead and show you this last one here. All right. So I need to break down 48. I need to break down 48. What 2 numbers can I use to break down 48? Two and 24. Yeah, thanks, Alejandra. Elizabeth, I could also use 6 and 8. If you want to use 6 and 8, go for it. It's going to give you the same thing. I'm going to use 2 and 24. That's what I got first. So then 24, how could I break down 24? Two and 12, definitely. 2 and 12. And then 12, I know is 2 and 6. And 6 is 2 and 3. This gets a little messy for me, so I'm going to go ahead and cover up the things that I've already split up so I don't try to include them in my circling. So since this has a 4 here, an index of 4, how many of a kind do I have to have? Like how many 2s would I have to have? How many of a kind? Yeah, definitely I have 4 of a kind. So I need 4 of a kind to go into my group. So 4 of a kind is here. I have 4 2s. They're going to come to the outside. And inside, I have left over a 3. That 3 stays inside. And so that 3 stays here. Okay. Again, for the center one, I need 4 of a kind. However, 3 is not going to break down at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop this all the way down here to -2 4th root of 3, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and break down 72. How can I break down 72? Lots of options. Yeah, 8 and 9 works actually. Thank you. 8 and 9 works. You could have used 3 and 24. You could use 6 and 12. You could use 2 and 36. You could use 3 and 324, 4 and 18, 5 and nothing, 6 and 12, 7 and nothing, 8 and 9. Right, so you have lots of options. We know 8 is 4 and 2, 4 is 2 and 2, 9 is 3 and 3. I'm going to go ahead and cover up the things that I have used up. So we have these ones here. Since this has a 3 here as the index, now I need 3 of a kind, right? 3 of a kind. So I only have 2 3s here. They cannot make a group, but I have 2, 2, and 2. Those 3 can go together to make a 2 on the outside. It is positive from before, so +2 on the outside. And 3 and 3 have to stay inside. In order to show that there are both of them inside, I'm going to leave a 9 inside. So 3 times 3, they get multiplied back together to go into that 9. Right, so cube root of 9. There.
Miss, I got a question. Does it
Yeah,
matter like the grouping, like 4 of a kind and 3 of a kind? Like let's say if the 9 was a 3, would it matter?
yeah,
Is
good
it-
question. It does matter, yeah. So like you're saying if this ended up being like this, could we add this one and that one together? Yeah, so it does matter. So up here, I made a note of this, although then I skipped over it. They're radicals in order to be like terms, they have to have the same index and the same radicand, right? So what that means is the same little baby number and the same number underneath the radical. So like cube root of 12 and square root of 12, I can't combine those. Like square root of 4 and square root of 6, I can't combine those. Cube root of 6 and 4th root of 6, I'm not allowed to combine those. I can only combine them if they're like cube root of 3 and cube root of 3. That's the only situation I can combine them in. That's a great question, Ashley. Did I answer it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so which of these, if any, can I combine? Do we have any like terms here? Oh yeah, Elizabeth and Alejandra, yeah. The first two, this has 4th root 3 and 4th root 3. So since this and this are the same, I can combine these together, right? I can't combine the last one because it has a cube root and it also has a 9, so it's like doubly not okay. So what if I have two of these things and I subtract two of these things, what do I get? I have two and I take away two. Yeah, just zero, right? It just has zero. If I combine these together, I get zero. So I'd have 0 plus 2 cube root of 9, right? 0 plus cube root of 9. But I don't, like, normally I don't write a 0 here and I don't write a plus sign there, right? I would just have this as my answer here. Right? I don't need to write the 0 because they just kind of like cancel each other out. Do we have any questions on number 3? I know that was much more complicated than the last two. Increasing with rigor. All right, let me go ahead and just get a quick understanding of where we're at last time here. How are you feeling now that you've seen really like all 3 levels? Now that you've seen all 3 levels, how are you feeling? There are really 2 steps here. There's the simplify step, right, where you're breaking everything down. And then there's the combining like terms step. Simplify, combine like terms. Cool. It looks like we're feeling more confident, which is awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Awesome. Cool. Glad to hear it. All right. We had tons of 5s. We're like killing it with 5. So lots of 5s, a couple 3s, a couple 4s. I'm here for that too. Please keep asking any questions that you have. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing this. I am gonna put your I just want to chat through your assignment real fast. Your assignment, you're gonna put your notes right here, and that's gonna get you 10 points right away. And then for part 1, you have 2 options. You can do either the paper assignment or the IXL, depending on which one you like better. No matter which one you choose, you'll earn 20 points. So if you do option 1, you'll get 20. If you do option 2, you'll get 20 points. If you really want extra credit, you can do both too. You're welcome to it. And then you have your checkpoint form. This is your Google form, and it is also 10 points. So there are 40 total points for this assignment. Again, if you're looking for extra credit, you can do both options. Are there any questions of the formatting or any questions before we get started? We jump in. All right. Your breakout rooms are still open. If you want to pop into them and work with your teammates for the last few minutes of class, you are welcome to. Brandon, if you could go into your breakout room and chat with Stephanie really fast, that would be great. Steph, if you could explain the new schedule to Brandon, if he's able to make it to his breakout room, that'd be great. Steph, did you hear what I said? Yeah, he's in my 9 a.m.
So during this time, is he supposed to be?
Yeah, actually, hold on.
Okay.
Let me check something. No, he's actually in my 1. Oh, he's in polls. He's in polls 9 a.m. and he's in my 1:20.
Okay, got it.
So he has poll at 9 a.m. and then Spanish probably, but I don't know for sure. And then he has me at 1:20.
1:20. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe try chatting him. I tried chatting him, but I don't know if it's working. All right. Do we have any questions? Want to go over any of the problems for my people who are still here? trying to find the pieces. All right.